Okay, in the middle of the town centre, and I'm coming up to what was once Palmer's Butchers, and there's a Rotary Club clock on steps, on cogs, and it's in the shape of a spike with a clock on it, a big metal spike with a horrible tip on the end. Right, that was formerly Palmer's Butchers, which is no more Palmer's. It's called Jamie's now. But this clock is in the shape of a spike. And when I first arrived here, the RF field generator was being put on display here by this military surplus store. That's one of the places where I acquired photographs of it. They gave me a book in the first year of moving here called Repression and Dissociation by Jerome L. Singer, which contains a chapter by Gary Schwartz concerning cerebral dyslateralization and hemispheric specialization. See this shop here, Warhammer, and the old military surplus store. That's where they put the PYE Admiralty RF field generator with the microvolt dial on it, which is a gain dial, like for the pulse volume of the PMF emitted from the field generator. Big old military RF field generator they had adapted for the dental neural tapping, the RF induction methods, Faraday's principle of electromagnetic induction hitched over ionic theory with the disilicate ion lithium dental crowns that tap off tooth pulp afferent. So basically, in the block of flats, Dixon Palmer was rigged up with an RF field generator with the relatives of John Bacon by the bowling green in the flat beneath me. He hung an upside down St George's cross in his kitchen window. They had some recordings of my daughter by Sovereign House. One of her backing hearts hung upside down, really bizarre, looked like her, couldn't be 100% sure. Around the back here you can see it's Palmer's Butchers still. At the back of the store it says Palmer's, but you won't see it saying Palmer's at the front anymore. But they were the two names that he was using on Facebook. He used the name Dixon and Palmer. So you had Wilmot Dixon subcontracted to Home Group's offices at the bottom of the Northampton Road on the other side of the bowling green. The block of flats at Lotus Court being used by them as a cluster group of blue-eyed Aryan neo-Nazi supremacists to institute their exploits for 12 years. And one aspect of that happened to be involved clinical neurology on the headlands with Dr. S.S. Tandy, the disilicate ion lithium dental crowns that tap tooth pulp afferent, a disilicate ion lithium jacket fused to an alloy trunk, which is conductive and is luted, cemented to the tooth pulp afferent of the molar with lithium dental cement, so it's technically like a battery. So when they up the microvolt dial on the RF field generator, it causes a weak electric current to run along the cranial nerve of the upper jaw. The mean intensity of electric current required to elicit the pain sensation threshold in terms of the pain connotative judgment levels, or the mean intensity of pulse volume required to elicit the excitation of the chemical properties of the disilicate ion lithium dental crown that taps off the tooth pulp afferent and the cranial nerve, all works with RF induction. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that's one of the places they put the field generator on display back in 2008 when I first arrived. And there's more to this that I will add in a while.